lack of morals and ethics by appearing the part. That makes sense, guys? And the second one is behavior or behavioral compensation. That I'm going to act differently in order to get ahead, in order to get the job I want, in order to marry the woman I want, in order to date the guy that I want, in order to get that bought home that I want. I've got to twist and skew my behaviors. I am engaging in behavioral compensation so that I can get what I want. But at the core of who I am, and it may not show up until months down the road, years down the road, or centuries down the road, that I am a ruleless, dishonest person. And so it's easy for these individuals to compensate. You know, it's very easy. They know how to get what they want. Some of them are sociopaths. Some of them are narcissistic, and they know what to do to get you to believe them. Let me briefly go over just a few things, guys. I'm going to go back to the chat box, and then I'm going to tell you how this impacts you, and we're going to wrap up, hopefully before 8 o'clock. We'll see. Research in psychology suggests that there are reasons why you and me and you do not engage in dishonest, ruleless behavior. The first thing was fear of consequences. We have an internal system that says that I want to receive a reward. And a reward could be anything. Not getting a ticket is a reward from a police officer. You know, not being pulled over when I'm trying to get to Target, that's a reward, right? Not getting into a fist fight and having to serve jail time and be on probation, that's a reward. So we fear naturally consequences. That's just who we are. We also tend to have a higher level of self-respect. For some people, it's self-righteousness. And they feel like they're so up here that they're not going to do anything wrong because it's too low for them. You know, those are the narcissists, the grandiose narcissists. But for those of us who are normal, whatever that means, quote unquote normal, self-respect tends to keep us in line, right? We know not to run out of our house, stand in the middle of our neighborhood and scream bloody murder into the air at 12 a.m. in the morning. We know not to do that, right? And research in psychology suggests that's because we have a fear of consequences. We have self-respect. We also are goal-directed. We know what we want and need. If I run out of my house and get to the middle of the road at 12 a.m. in the morning and I'm screaming, how am I going to get up and go to work tomorrow? How are my neighbors going to see me? How am I going to make the money I need? Right? So we're goal-directed. We also desire to avoid change. I'm not going to jail for that. I'm not getting a ticket for that. I'm not going to harass that person over there, right? And we also fear losing what we have already achieved. We fear losing